They made it clear that you're either Team Sarah or Team Mike, but you cannot be in the stands as a neutral party. Divorcing couples, listen up. Not every partner plays fair when their marriage is ending. There are a lot of emotions and sometimes a lot of anger. These can drive people to behavior that you wouldn't expect. And let's face it, there are also a lot of narcissistic, broken, evil spouses, whether it's sneaky financial moves or outright emotional manipulation. Today we're going to dive right into the 10 nastiest divorce tricks and how to spot them. Sarah and Mike are a once happy couple whose uncoupling process during their divorce turned into a really ugly battleground, illustrating the darker side of some of these divorces. And while they're a fictional couple, for illustration's sake, I can tell you I have seen all of these situations and worse. Nasty divorce trick number 1, hiding assets. Mike thought he was clever, funneling money into hidden accounts and even into a silent business partnership. But he underestimated the power of modern forensic accountants who, as financial detectives, can trace even the faintest of financial footprints, bringing the truth to light. If you think you can hide accounts these days, I can tell you about plenty of undisclosed assets that I've found over the years. Nasty divorce trick number 2, racking up debt. Sarah, feeling scorned, embarked on a spending spree, charging luxury vacations and designer wardrobes to their joint accounts. This tactic, which was meant to financially cripple Mike, can backfire, as courts often see through the spite, potentially leaving the perpetrator responsible for the debt, either by making them pay it off themselves or taking it out of their portion of the marital proceeds. Here's another debt trick I've uncovered. Hidden, separate credit cards used for secretive dating excursions, hotel room charges, flowers, meals. You can't hide these things today like previous generations could. Nasty divorce trick number 3, using children as pawns. Their children became unwilling participants in a game of emotional chess. Sarah tried to alienate them from Mike, weaving tales of neglect. Such strategies harm everyone involved, especially the children, and the courts are increasingly adept at recognizing and they are penalizing this behavior. Nasty divorce trick number 4, refusing to communicate. Communication breakdown is a common strategy to frustrate an opposing party. In this divorce, Mike refused to respond to Sarah's attempts to discuss settlement terms with him. He went dead silent, hoping to frustrate her into finally accepting a disadvantageous agreement when he finally did decide to speak with her. This not only prolongs proceedings, but it can inflate legal costs, eating into the very assets that they are fighting over. Nasty divorce trick number 5, false accusations. Sarah made unfounded accusations against Mike, hoping to skew the custody battle in her favor. These accusations range from neglect to more severe charges, forcing Mike to defend his character and parental rights vigorously. In extremely nasty and vicious cases, I've even seen parties file false temporary protective orders, you may have heard them called TPOs, as a way to get a spouse out of the home or separate them from their children or both. Watch my videos on false TPOs so you're aware of this tactic and how to handle it if it happens to you. Nasty divorce trick number 6, quitting a job. In a dramatic and surprise twist to their divorce, Mike resigned from his lucrative position during the party's divorce, taking up a job way below his skill level and pay level, all to reduce his financial obligations to Sarah and their children. Mike had received some money from an inheritance and he figured, hey, I'll reduce my income, the calculations on child support will be lower, I'll argue that I can't afford to pay alimony, and then when the divorce is over, I'll go back to what I used to do and get my income back up again. As if no one has ever thought of that, and he'll get away with it, right? Not so fast. Attorneys are wise to this, and judges will base their decisions on earning capacity rather than current earnings. Nasty divorce trick number 7, delaying tactics. This story took a turn when Sarah began missing deadlines, hoping to drain Mike's will to fight, as well as his resources. This tactic can backfire badly because the courts may impose penalties, or if a party completely refuses to participate or show up to hearings, trials, and mediations, the courts may make decisions in the absence of the other party, almost always to their detriment. Nasty divorce trick number 8, spying and invasion of privacy. So Mike, who was desperate for leverage in his divorce case, invaded Sarah's digital privacy by monitoring her communications for anything he could use against her. This included installing key logging software on her computer, checking her phone activity on their shared account, and hiding Apple tags in her car to track her location. Not only is it morally reprehensible, but some of it is also illegal, and courts will often side against those who engage in such violations. Nasty divorce trick number 9, destroying property. In a fit of anger, Sarah destroyed some of Mike's belongings after a contentious deposition during their divorce, and the items that she destroyed included things with sentimental value. While it may be momentarily satisfying, such acts of vengeance can lead to severe legal repercussions and further financial penalties. Nasty divorce trick number 10, manipulating mutual friends and family. Both Sarah and Mike engaged in a campaign to win over their mutual circles of friends by airing dirty laundry, seeking allies, and trying to recruit as many people as possible to their camp by trashing each other and sharing private conversations that the parties had had in better times. They made it clear that you're either Team Sarah or Team Mike, but you cannot be in the stands as a neutral party. Now, this kind of manipulation extends the conflict beyond the couple, often causing lasting rifts among friends and family that can last for years or even forever. As we've seen with Mike and Sarah, divorce can bring out the worst in people, but it doesn't have to be that way. Knowledge is your best defense in these underhanded tactics. If you're facing a divorce, arm yourself with a skilled legal team that understands not just the law, but the games that people play. Hire that sharp attorney, sit down with them, and go over the details of your case and develop a strategy that protects your interests and those of your loved ones. Most of all, please don't engage in any of the nasty foolishness that you've just heard about. Don't be a Mike or Sarah. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to click subscribe, like, follow, and turn on the alerts so that you'll get notified when we post our newest videos. Please share these videos and leave us some comments, ask us questions, tell us what other topics you'd like for me to talk about. Join our Facebook group at Georgia Divorce and Custody for even more information. And as always, I look forward to seeing you on the next video.